We got to get you one. We get you one yellow. Oh, that's slick fit, man. Why y'all didn't give me a shirt like that though? That look good with the glitter, man. Now that looks sharp. You know what I mean? Man, that mug. Now, who picked that out?
Big baller.
Huh? Man, I'm talking about with the shiny like that. Man, listen. You making all my shirts, man. I'm telling you, for the summer, we're going to have some fun with these. But Prayed Up and Paid Up is the #1 thing that's going to be jumping anyway. That, the dump trucks, everything, man. I'm running everything. And it ain't about the money. It's about getting out here, recognizing people. Because my driver, he's diabetic. My driver is diabetic. And he cracked the frame on my truck. Everybody else was mad but me.
I just went live on YouTube, so
you know what I'm saying?
All right,
we
man.
Good.
For sure, man. It's all about. So, man, I mean, I guess we can ask first, man.
hold on, don't get into nothing like that.
Don't get into nothing like that.
Well, you just saying we live.
Yeah, all right, live, but
I had to snitch on him and say he cracked my frame on my truck.
Yeah.
But no,
I was just.
I ain't mad at him.
No.
I ain't mad at him.
All right. The only reason why I was saying that because I need us to be live on Facebook too.
Okay.
And now, hold on, in 3, 2, 1.
Y'all the greatest.
Yeah, y'all the greatest. YouTube.
For sure. Make sure you hit us with those super chats.
Yes.
We in there.
Yep.
We in there. Let's go, P.
So, man, before we get into your life story, man, let's talk about something that just happened recently, man. You walk through this video?
Okay. Can you see it on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my van back there, the white van. I was coming up, going, would that be east? Yes, it would be going east. Mm-hmm. And the boy came flying around me. He went around my van, avoided a car that was turning right there at the lights to the left. He was turning to the left.
But before we break this video down, wait a minute. Let's give people an opportunity to actually join and start watching.
That's
we
it.
Like fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna run a commercial real quick. Then we're gonna come in. We're gonna introduce our sponsors, and then we're gonna break down this video. Give people a little. Give people an opportunity to to pull up on us, man.
Let's
Here we go. Here we go.
Deals every day.
Mega stars like Kanye West.
Deals every day.
Creativity.
Million shirts sold.
Bulk orders.
Deals every day.
Free designs for schools. I love screen printing.
Deals every day.
Orders for everybody.
A million shirts sold.
Deals every day.
Buy one, get one free. I love working
Deals
here at
every
T-shirt
day.
King with businesses and sports teams. Yes.
Deals every day.
Mega stars like Kanye West.
Deals every day.
I got the best team in the world. Creative artists.
Deals every day.
What, fam? Hey, bro, I heard y'all got a new store opening up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Where it's at?
100 North Main.
Okay, y'all gonna be doing grills in there? Oh, okay. What's it called then, bro?
Grills on Main Street. 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 Main Street. Grills on Main Street. Grills on Main Street.
Coming. We live, hey.
There it is.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dapper Dash Resource LLC. With your business about business. I got my man Elyon in the building.
What's up with it, man? You see me? I am prayed up and paid up, man. Yeah.
Y'all look good, man.
Let's go, bro. You ain't cool if you don't go to that school. What school is that? Horizon Science Academy, Dayton High School, man. First of all, bro, I love Horizon Science Academy.
Love it, bro. It's the best school in the world, man.
Nah, bro, I'm not playing, bro. Let me tell you about Horizon Science Academy. For real. They principal is legit.
For sure.
Come through, support the community. Come through, support my store. breaks bread with the Legendary People podcast, and today he just did the ultimate, bro.
Yeah.
He bought 10 of my books
10 of them.
for his English program at the school, and the kids at Horizon
What was
Science
that
Academy.
number, though?
444. So the books cost $44.44, no discount, no nothing, not asking for nothing off. He bought 10 books and it came to $444.
That's hard.
And he is letting the kids in his school read the book.
That's hard.
Cool.
Man.
That's cool.
That's love.
You can't.
Come
That's
on,
straight
man.
Love.
That's love.
That's straight.
Come
love.
on, bro.
Straight love.
Like, bro, and not even just that. Came through with the sponsorship for the book signing April the 19th at the Schuster Center as an official sponsor of the Stolen the Book of Ahava Elyon book signing podcast dinner at the Schuster Center, man. Hosted by Peanut Johnson, Robert Hood, Micah Chimo, and Beanut the Boss.
Yeah.
And Sharna Williams.
We got little bro with us too, though.
And we got Kamari, man. Happy birthday to my nephew,
Happy birthday,
Kamari.
man.
Cool.
For sure.
But nah, I just wanted to like really show some love, man, to Horizon for that, man. And not only Horizon, but man, I gotta say what's up to Karmel Day Spa, Red, sponsor,
Sky Bullies.
Sky Bullies, Red Sky Bullies, my bro Steven, and then attorney at law Ben Swift. G.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Carl 937, man, and shout out to everybody who because we got more sponsors coming in.
For sure.
You know, and I know that they're gonna come through. They just gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying, just wiggle a little bit. I'll be in that same situation. But man, to all the sponsors that's coming, man, I wanted to say, man, thank you guys for real. But just us selling those 10 books to a school. It's not even selling the books, but it's just the fact that the book is in the school.
That's cool.
Man, that was something that I visioned, man, from the whole time, man. And I see that just pull up. Man, I love it, man. What's up with it, 6ix9ine, bro? Shout out to my bro, 6ix9ine, bro. He gonna do the security for the event, bro. And they about to have a cook-off, him and Jay Jones.
Oh, really?
So that's gonna be another
gonna
cool
be
thing, man.
6ix9ine
Yeah,
versus Jay Jones in the cook-off?
yeah, man.
I got me with Jay Jones today at 3.
Yep.
I'm
So
hey, I got you 6 now.
yeah,
Got you,
man.
6ix9ine.
But man, shout out to everybody, man. Stolen the Book of Ahava Elyon, man. You can get this book on Walmart.com right now, bro. Just hit a link on the distribution deal. Got Walmart and Barnes and Nobles, man, and Amazon, man, and Target. So just and thousands of other book retailers all over the country. But really, like, me announcing all of this stuff is like really a tribute to what Daniel is saying with his shirts, bro. You see our shirts, prayed up and paid up, man. And like, beautiful. Man, all the good things that are happening for me or for anyone else, man, is just a tribute, and the glory go to the Most High, man, because these are things that we actually prayed for, man, and to see these things coming through, man, is really like where we want to go, man. So,
and you didn't give up. You didn't give up.
You know what I'm saying? Not at all, man. Not at all.
Woo.
But man, we love all our sponsors, but the sponsors for the Legendary People podcast, which you're watching right now, go and like, subscribe, ring the bell notification on YouTube so you can get alerted every time we drop hot content like we dropping today. My bro, Network and Chill, Peanut Johnson, man, is doing his thing, man. He got like a whole group, I mean a serious big group of people who he is walking step by step by step, beginners in business, man, teaching them how to do the things the right way, organize, man, get grants, get money for your business, and just become like a legit business, a legit. You know what I'm saying? And you can still be small, but you're going to have that paperwork to match, man. So Peanut Johnson every Monday, Network and Chill, is the best thing going right now. It's really lit. And not only that, he's got a program every Sunday, Sell Stocks Not Dope, on the Dash Resource channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification for that, because he's going to teach you how to get a big old bag from investing your money the right way in stocks. And we are sitting here right in the middle of the city, 4301 North Main Street. That's T-Shirt Kings, tshirtkings247.com. Gold for Your Mouth, Camera King Studio, and the Legendary People podcast. We got our spring bling sale with the golds, income tax, buy one, get one free on the golds. Buy 3 and get 3 free. So 6 golds for $375, and then 50 T-shirts for $250. It's going down all around our town, man. And Prayed Up and Paid Up is in the building, bro. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And for this day today, for sure, they sponsoring this show, man. So now, without further ado, my brother from another mother, Peanut Johnson, over to you, bro.
Bro, you bodied that again.
Yeah.
Not again, again,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
Man,
That's
nobody do
sweet.
it better than you, man,
Yeah.
for sure. But, man, I mean, we got to get to the viral topic, man. Like, my brother really, like, he really stepping out there. Like, if he say he praying for somebody, he literally had to do this for somebody yesterday who was probably one of y'all kids out here, man.
Yeah.
So, I want you to roll that beautiful bean footage, man, for the
Yes,
people.
sir.
It's real.
For the audience.
Here we go. Let's start from the beginning. Now, there's no audio on this,
Yeah,
so
I
just
took the
break.
audio out because it was a lot of people yelling
Yeah.
and saying things, and
So
I took it out.
Yeah,
personally.
so instead, you just do the commentary on what happened.
it's rolling right now, dude. What
Okay.
was going on?
I went up. I mean, well, in the very beginning, if you go back to the very beginning when I first got out the truck, I went all the way.
Let me bring
go
it
all the way
back.
back
Okay.
if you can.
Yeah. There you go.
I had got out the truck, my
Yeah.
van, walked up, seen it all take place right in front of me, and the boy was pulling the other boy out of the car. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't got in the picture yet, but I just started praying for him because he was hurt bad. And when I kneeled down, well, I didn't get to kneel down on camera. After I cut camera, I got to go over there and kneel down with him and talk to him and everything. And I kept telling him not to move him. I asked the lady over there to bring something to put up under his head.
Where was this at,
And
bro?
Right there at Free Pike in Arlene, right here in Dayton.
Yeah.
He was going fast too. He was going fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, I went back to my van to see if I can get some water. Reached in there, got the water, shut the door, went back to the over to the young man. But I couldn't give him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because the lady kept saying, don't give him nothing, don't give him nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just wait on the ambulance. So I went back, waited, ambulance pulled up, and they got him. They ended up getting him. And he just kept, the bad part about it is he kept looking up at me saying, help me, help me. Only thing I could do was pray. You know what I'm saying?
God.
I couldn't do nothing but pray because you're not really allowed to touch him or nothing. But the other boy was pulling him out the car.
Yeah.
He was pulling him out.
So did y'all get him out the car?
No, he's got out. The only reason they was pulling him in the very beginning because they thought the car was about to catch on fire, but there was smoke coming from the radiator.
And
You know what I'm saying?
it's for Facebook.
You stop right there. Stop right there.
Stop. Okay.
Look,
all right. But what I wanted to say, man, for Facebook, we're not trying to show no graphic anything. My
No.
man that's right here just saved or helped save these two young men that was in a car accident, and so we're just showing the thing that he was actually a part of. So
And that's why I pray.
Oh, just
That's what
don't
y'all
want
really
that to
showing and why you should be praying. Because I'm telling you, they both could have died. The car flipped multiple times. The big chunk of rock laying in the middle of the driveway, that's what smacked that middle car. See that middle car right there? The car never touched that truck. That big old chunk, that's what hit it and bounced back off of it.
wow.
I'm telling you. And both of them was able to make it out. Both boys. One of them right there. I guess he seen me filming it, and he didn't want to be seen, but he ended up leaving. He left. And the other boy laid there hurt.
Wow.
And I mean, we always say we got our friends and everything, and everybody our friend. Until something really happened, and then you see stuff like that. That's what hurts me. You know what I'm saying? On that level.
Man, I mean, as a parent, man, like that's tough to watch. I mean, because I mean, you know what I'm saying, I got my son a brand new car just a couple days ago. 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? They got the engine, turbos, all that wild stuff in there. And it's like those type of things where like you got to just have more faith than anything else. And that you raise them the right way and they're going to be respectful when it comes to stuff. And it's just watching that right there, man. I mean, like on the parent side of stuff, how do you feel about like the kids out here running around like that?
Well, we need more leaders. We need more leaders, real leaders, not just play leaders, not the ones that's just getting the checks or whatever. And everybody, I'm going to speak freely because that's who I am. But we need more leaders to interact with these children at night is mainly when they need our attention. They don't need our attention during the day because in the daytime they have school, okay? Teachers and them got them then. But at night, that's when we really need to be talking to them, watching them, interacting with them, going skating, doing something with them because these are the ones that's out here running these streets. And I meet so many of them that get kicked off the school bus and stuff like that, and everybody be going crazy talking about, well, look at them and look what they doing. I take them to work with me. I take them to work with me, so they won't be roaming the streets.
What makes a good leader? Huh? What makes a good leader?
It depends. When my opinion, what makes a good leader is a person that's focused. That's focused. You can say you focus, but then your actions don't show you focus. So how you carry on yourself, the things you're doing, where you go, who you talk to, what you let come out your mouth, that shows if you're a good leader or not. Because me, myself, I'm not going to be cussing in front of the kids or none of that. Now, it's people that do, because that's their way of getting their point across. But you don't have to get your point across that way by cussing. Right. I mean, and people do it. I'm not knocking nobody that do it. And everything that I say, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about no one else, because I don't want no one to get offended, because people can get offended off of something I say and they'll think that I'm talking about them. No, if it hurts, maybe it's for you. I don't know, because a lot of things hurt me and it was for me.
Only hit dog holler is what my grandma used to say.
I mean, but how can you not represent the Most High and not be offensive? Because when you look at Jeremiah, okay, the book of Jeremiah.
Yes.
Jeremiah goes in and he tells the Israel, well, he's actually praying to the Most High. And Jeremiah has lost all of his friends because he's a prophet of the Most High. And you go and you tell truth to people, man. People don't want to hear the truth.
They don't.
A lot of people don't want to hear truth because truth hurt.
Exactly.
So
for you to tell the truth today, it's gonna be offended hearts, offended ears, but it's medicine though. It's like medicine. It's nasty going down, but overall it'll make you better.
And that's true. But real quick, when Peter was in the boat and he stepped out and Jesus said, "Come, don't take your eyes off of me." And I know what he meant by that. Because once Peter got out and started walking on water, he said, "Don't take your eyes off of me." He looked up at the storm. And once he looked at the storm, he started sinking because he took his eyes off the Lord. That's just like us. If we take our eyes off of what's important, we're not going to succeed on what we're trying to do.
Right.
But that ain't what was exciting about Peter walking on water. That wasn't exciting to me.
Right.
Peanut, come on now.
Right.
What was exciting is Peter got out the boat and left his friends. That's what was exciting. Right there. He got off the boat and he left his friends.
Man.
And if you're willing to walk away from your friends to get better, you can go back and help your friends. They don't even know though.
Right.
They just looking at you like, "Oh, look at him. He think he's all of that. He think he this. So he did." It ain't the money. God will give you the money. So He'll give it to you.
So we also talk about leadership. We talk about raising kids. We talk about leadership inside the household. A lot of times it can be very, very conflicting. If, I have a certain way I want to raise my child compared to, my child's mom at that point in time. Let's kind of get into that. Like,
you're going to start something.
Who establishes who establishes who is right and who is wrong inside the household, right? Because I could be a person to say, hey, I feel like, XYZ could be my premise, and then she has ABC as hers.
Well, the man is the leader, and we know that. The man is always a leader, whether the man got money or, he don't have no money. Due to what's real, the man is the leader. And long as he's making positive decisions, he should always be the leader when it comes to disciplining the children, because it may save their life. Now, I'm in the process of my children, they grown now. But I used to whoop my children, not my daughter. My daughter, I'd be like, "Don't do that," and tap her on the hand or something. But my son, I used to whoop him because I didn't want him to grow up and forget that, you got to be the dad one day for your children. So you look at it like that. You got to make sure that the mother got to be, and that's where prayer come in at again. I like that shirt you got on, Peter. But nice. the mother got to start praying. The wife, the girlfriend, she's got to start praying for the man, because a lot of them ain't praying for the man. A lot of these women ain't praying for the man. So how do the man become the best leader in the world when the person right there on the side ain't praying for him or putting their hands over him while he's asleep? Do it while he's asleep. If you don't think he'll accept it while he woke, put your hands over him, pray for him, show that he's a leader. You know what I'm saying? Then he wake up the next day and here y'all all get to go to Disney World. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all get to go there. I mean, people ain't praying like our grandmothers and grandmothers was doing. They're not doing that. They out here just living any kind of way and expecting to succeed in life. A lot of people are. I'm not talking about nobody in general. So if you see this, you be like, oh, Daniel, was you talking about me? No, I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about the things that go on in the world. We see it. We just ignore it. And that's one of the biggest things that we do. We ignore stuff.
So with fathers, if there is a father absent in the house, but there is a son being raised in that house, who teaches that man to lead properly?
The mother do. The mother shows him God. She shows him God. Because if she put God in him, then he becomes that man. If she's not showing him God or not showing him when you said a good leader, if a man is not there present, there's boy, look at here. Tears come to my eyes. A man is present, and that's God. He's present.
Always present.
He's present. He's always present.
That's all.
So when you speak to that child about God or whatever your higher power is, okay?
Right.
When you speak to that young man about him and show him something different, and it's all about your actions, what you do in front of that child too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring Daniel's mic to him a little bit. Come, nah, there.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, it's about what you do in your household, okay? If God is not in the house, what else is going to be in the house? You put God in there at all times. Put him in there. And that's what I tell people. I mean, people will get upset with you or whatever. It'll stop all of the arguing. It'll stop all of the cussing. It'll stop all of the drinking. It'll stop all the smoking. It'll stop everything in a person's household if you start putting God in it. But a lot of people want to have free will, and that's what he gives you. He gives you free will to do what you want. He gives you free will to do everything you want.
If you could choose between not having free will, but being a perfect servant for the Most High and getting everything right, or having free will and making mistake after mistake after mistake and almost becoming in danger of facing the wrath of God, which one would you rather have? To be a perfect servant or to have free will?
I want free will. I want free will because I want him to know that I'm putting forth the effort to do it. I don't want to just be perfect. And ain't no one perfect but God. I mean, I wanted him to know that this is who I am. This is where I came from. This is where I am now. Because if you never see change, then how do somebody else change? If you perfect all the time, you know what I'm saying? Even if you make a mistake and you fall, make sure you falling on your knees to pray when you fall. Don't just stay down. What?
That was
What?
nice.
What's that?
That was nice.
What's that? Because you pray so you can get back up. You don't stay there. Because if you fall down there and then you got people that comes along and say, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and be patting you while you down there. No one never took their hand and helped you up. But they saying it's okay. No, because you're in a place where they're at. You're in a place where they're at. I ain't trying to listen.
Nah,
y'all.
come on.
I'm just
Come
keeping it
keep going.
110 because we don't do that. Everybody wants to know who the real Daniel Hill is. I'm the one that used to be bad. I used to do things, shoot guns, drink, party, clown, disrespect people on a regular. Well, today I'm that person that wants to give back. I want to give back to the people. I want to let them know, look, this ain't what I was doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do this way because it's better life. You'll live better. You'll feel better. Waking up, not hurting every day and your body feel good. You want that instead of saying, oh, I ain't doing that no more. Then a week passed and then you right back doing the same thing. You never learned anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I give thanks to a lot of people, and I'm not going to go start mentioning names because then if I don't say somebody's name or I forget, then people say, oh, he didn't say my name, and then they are upset. We got to learn to get out of our feelings and get into our soul. Our soul is everything. We worried about our heart and our mind. We forgot about our soul. Our soul carries us. It's going to carry us farther.
So look, bro, outside of being a man that's a leader inside the house, right?
Yes.
What qualities make a good woman other than like so she's somebody that's putting God first. That's we gonna give
you better hurry up and say that.
We give them that first.
Make the best woman putting God first.
All right, so but what are the qualities of a woman who puts God first? So when a man gets that woman, he don't fumble her or take it for granted and lose her.
Well, when you say he don't lose her or fumble her, it's that he must obey God first. He's the leader. He's got to obey God. So when he meets her, he gonna already know, and he ain't gonna never get her if she's a true woman of God. He gonna be talking in his regular voice or whatever, and then she's gonna be up there like, who is this clown with no makeup on? You know what I mean? A clown wear makeup. That's why I said that. Who is this clown with no makeup on?
Shout out to Big too,
Hey.
Antoine Cunningham. That's Kiara Wine.
For real.
Yes,
But
sir.
one thing you got to do is that man got to be a leader. And in order for him to be a leader, he must know God. And in order to get that woman and not fumble her, he must be on one accord with her. They must be on the same accord. They must be walking together with God, at least trying, because ain't nobody perfect. You're not going to be perfect at nothing that you do.
What's the best thing about a good woman?
Huh?
Best thing about a good woman.
The best thing about her?
What's the best thing about a good woman?
The best thing about a good woman to me is she don't spend all your money up. That's it. That's the best thing about a good woman. She don't spend all your money up. But no. Real talk. The best thing about a good woman is she putting God first. Always put God first. We forgot who God was. That's why a lot of things are happening now. Tornadoes, floods, everything. All of that stuff is happening because we forgetting who's in control. We keep thinking we in control, but we're not in control. We can only go so far. But one thing we forgot about life, no one gets out alive.
Shout out to Jed Blaze. He in the building with me. Jed said, I wish I was on this podcast. Jed, you are on this podcast. Contribute, bro. Come on, tell us your
There it
thoughts. We
is.
gonna read it, man, and let everybody contribute. But I want to go to my bro P. Deezy. Bro, what is the best thing about a good woman, bro?
Man, like the best thing about a good woman, man, is just being, it sounds funny, man, but just being a pleasant, likable person. Like a lot of times you'll get with somebody and they look good, they got the credit score that you want, they do everything you want, extracurricular, but then they just an unpleasant person. Like the God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, right? The Holy Spirit needs to be inside your house. When you come home and she walking around and slamming dishes and all that type of stuff, it make me not want to be there.
But
Right.
you know what? Hold on, real quick though.
Right.
What you forgetting is, if the devil wants you, he's gonna go through the closest person to you. That's how he gonna get you. If he can't get you directly, he's gonna use who's close to you to get you. And I noticed that. He'll try to use the people right there with you to destroy you. Because if he get the woman, he gets the man.
So does the devil normally target the woman?
No, he targets the man, but he uses her to entice the man. That's why you think social media is mainly about what a person look like.
So
People forgot love.
the devil was targeting Adam and he went through Eve to get him?
Did you seen it? Did you just see that? What you just said?
Yeah.
Don't touch nothing. Hey, she's sitting up there saying it's okay to eat that apple. It's okay to eat that apple. And then that's what people fail to realize.
But
is.
God never told
He made
Eve,
her as a mate.
God never told Eve not to eat the apple.
He told who?
Adam.
And then who enticed him to do it?
The devil.
The devil.
The devil enticed Eve to eat the apple.
Okay, what I'm saying is, exactly, the devil came and said, look, it's okay. Let me get you. Because if I get you,
I can
then
get
get him.
So what would you tell women to be on the lookout for?
I wouldn't tell them nothing. I'm just gonna make my. I wouldn't tell them nothing because
I'm
at
just
this
asking
point
them.
you're making it like they're gonna say, "Daniel said that." No.
Pete,
What I want
hey,
a woman,
let
what
me
I
get
tell
Pete.
her, what I would tell a woman is pray. Pray more than. That's why I'm prayed up and paid up. That's how it came about. It pays up to pray up. And a lot of people they think it is money. No, it ain't money. The money come later.
Yeah.
It pays up to pray up because when you start praying, then you start walking in a different pattern than what you used to walk in.
Yeah.
And ain't no one perfect. But if you want to live better, people play like life is, I'm doing it and I got this and I got that. They use that as a front.
Yeah.
When a lot of people are hurting on the inside.
Yes, they are.
It's
bro.
a lot of people. Everybody hurts.
Everybody
because you can
is
walk
hurting,
in the
bro.
house and you can talk to the woman or you can talk to the children. You can talk You may even talk to the dog. The dog may not even feel good that day.
Yeah.
I mean, we laughing, but the dog may be like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But,
Dogs have bad days.
exactly.
too.
Everybody have bad days
dogs
because
have
you
bad
living
days.
here on Earth. You
Yeah,
living
they
here on
do.
Earth, and then you look at
Yeah, I think
everything
so.
that's going on Earth. It's a lot of bad.
Dog be so happy to see you, man.
I know it be sometimes,
They do, but
not all
But
the
when
time.
you're not around, they having a bad day till they see you.
But then when they do see you, they can have a bad day because they didn't get the favorite toy that they can't tell
or
you.
the
Go get
dog
my
get
one
the
toy.
begging for the food
Right.
and you don't give it to him that
Right.
day, or
Anything
or
could
the
happen.
dog done
Now,
tore
the
up
one guy
something
said
and
he
get
wanted
the
to say something. What did he say?
like cats in
He
there.
wanted to say something. He wished he was on here.
yeah.
Let's hear him.
We still waiting for his response.
Because-
Jed, will you come on? You on the
because-
clock. We're gonna take a point from you, Jed.
Right.
If you know, if
I
you
wanted
don't
to hear
say
what
nothing now.
he wanted to say because we're not against no one. Everybody's having an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All of this that we speak in, these are our opinions in life and what we would like to see.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, well, what I was gonna say is that like this is we kind of like building on family structure, and the family is so important to the community.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so
It's a brick to the community.
with the family comes the woman. All right, but I don't think that women realize when they are doing wrong for real. They kind of just think they being they self, or they doing this and doing that. Yeah, like nobody really realizes when they're wrong until somebody shows them a mirror.
Right.
Right. So as a man speaking, what is the most irritating thing that women normally do that drive men away from the family or drive men out of the household or breaks relationships?
Not showing respect.
Not
It's
showing respect.
Not showing respect.
That's the great
because
one.
respect, all a man want, man don't want to be loved. I mean, really, in a sense of fact, a man don't really care if he loved or not. And I'm speaking for some men, they don't really care if they loved or not, because his job is to look over the family and protect the family and all this and that. But he want to be respected. You know, like respect me. A man want to be respected, no matter how you look at it. You want to be respected, no
That's
matter
true.
what. I mean, I don't care what nobody say. They can laugh at you, they can talk about you, and this and that. And then I always seen people go through things in their relationship, and they would say, "Oh, they going through this, or they going through that, or they going through this, they going through that." Did you do anything to help them? Did you do anything to try to show them who God was, or tell them pray about it, or whatever? You see people throw up prayer hands on social media, but do you really actually see them praying?
What?
Well, some of them ain't praying hands. Some of them is high
High
five.
fives, like what's happening? I like that. You know what I'm saying?
That
Yeah.
is. What's an example of disrespect that's commonly done to men inside relationships?
I think just being unappreciative is a sign of disrespect. Just being unappreciative of the sacrifices that men have to do, and of course, like a woman sacrifices as well, and we show our appreciation through, you know what I'm saying, like the way that we do it. But something I find just disrespectful is just, I mean, one that is glaring to me is the disrespect for the father's wishes when it comes to the child. Those things right there are something where a woman feel like she had the baby, so it's her baby and it's her choice, stuff like that. I mean, I understand that, but like a lot of times it be stuff like, I remember when me, my older son, and my youngest son, we all go grow our hair out. And then we were growing our hair, me and my son still growing our hair, and then my youngest child mom was like, nah, I'm gonna cut it. And then now this year she said, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, we'll grow it out now. It's like, I had to wait on you when I was wanting to do something that small with my child. You know, it just seemed like the father's words ain't being respected.
Well, y'all the ones that picked this topic. But what we need to do, and what it goes back to, is the shirts and the message again. Praying changes a lot. When you angry, praying ain't on your mind. It ain't on your mind when you angry.
Yeah.
But if you just take a moment to bat your eyes and open them back up and say, let's pray about this. Because if you say that, it's going to turn things around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're not praying enough. We playing enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not praying enough. And women back in the day, my mom and them, what they did was they get gathered together in a house after church, and they still have Bible study or be talking about something to help us to become better children. And she used to tell me, she said, Daniel, you're gonna be a preacher when you grow up. And I'd be like, yeah, right. And I go take off doing something else bad.
Can we run through? Let's run through Daniel's life story a little bit, bro. Let's.
For sure. So here on the Legendary People podcast, we're going to find out the origins of our legends. So without further ado, where'd you grow up?
I grew up right here in Dayton, Ohio.
Where exactly?
Summit Street.
Summit Street. Okay.
Yes, it's called Paul Lawrence Dunbar now.
Yeah. Okay. So
And-
is that like right Dunbar area a little bit, or you?
No, right Dunbar is on down farther, but I think they're coming on up now. I don't know exactly because I haven't really been back to check.
Is that
how far they
Summit Courts in Grace A. Green area?
Right down by 5th and Summit.
By 5th and Summit.
It's right there on the corner.
Okay.
I grew up there
That's like
with
Westwood area, kinda?
13 brothers and sisters.
It's kind of like in between 3rd Street and Riverview-ish.
Yes.
Okay.
Or no. 5th between 5th
No,
and
5th is between 5th and 3rd.
5th and 3rd. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got Mercer, 5th Street,
Yeah. Conover.
all of them streets are down there.
All okay.
But I grew up there. You know,
Okay.
I got to know all of the legends and all that back then. It was something cool.
What was it like growing up over there?
Fred, I got you. Fred at True Hits. What's up, big bro?
It was, I mean, I was a child then. I mean, I was real young then. Our house caught on fire. And when our house caught on fire, my mom and my baby brother, she was holding, I think, hold on, if I remember, she was holding my little brother Terrence and was pregnant with my little sister Faith. You know what I'm saying? And the house caught on fire. And she came out to try to climb on the roof. It was a tin roof and it was real hot. She climbed on it and was trying to come out, but it was too hot, so she had to go back in. And 2 men in white painter suits with brand new ladders came down the street, put it up early in the morning. It may have been 4 or 5 in the morning. Put it up and got my mother down.
Wow.
Yes, I mean it's a real story because I mean it was.
You
real.
was standing outside in the
I was
yard
standing
looking
outside.
at all
My
this
dad,
happen, bro?
everybody. You couldn't go back in the house. The flames was coming out the door.
Oh my God.
You couldn't go
bro.
back out, and she was on the roof. So it was deep. It was deep. Now I hope y'all ain't trying to get me out here to cry now, but I'm telling you,
Nah,
when you know the
that's
Lord, you get more
serious, though.
emotional every time you think about stuff like that, and that's what you
How
know.
old was you at that point, bro?
I may have been about like 6, 7 years old, about 6 or 7.
And your dad was there. So did you grow up with your mom and dad in the
Dad
house?
in the same house.
Yeah.
And he died when I was going to the 8th grade. I was going to the 8th grade and he passed away. I ran out and that's when I met Tom Elyon and all of them from the streets and everything, Parkside. And I was young, 16. I was young. And I ran out there and started doing my thing.
We're going a little too fast. Now we're going a little too fast.
Yeah.
Too fast. So, what was the cause of the fire? To your understanding?
We never knew. It started on the couch and we don't know what happened. We never did. I mean, I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? I never questioned my big sisters or nobody about it. It was something that I didn't even think nothing else about. Everybody made it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prayers up for that, for sure.
Yes.
So, do you remember being like displaced, like living other places? Like, where'd y'all go after that fire happened?
We went, my daddy bought a house out in Jefferson Township. Okay. And we went to Jefferson. And we used to always go to Georgia as a trip every year, where my dad is originally from, Sonora, Georgia.
Okay. What did Dad do as a profession?
He was a contractor.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why I'm so good.
Yeah.
That's
For
why
sure,
I'm
for
so
sure.
good. You know
What
I
about
mean?
Mom?
Mine was a LPN nurse. She was a nurse, and they took good care of us. Like we didn't want for anything. They always gave us what we needed before we got what we wanted. But one thing I say, when she bought me the top 10 Adidas, boy, I was sad. Them top 10 Adidas,
For sure.
that was the best thing I ever owned.
So you talk about being like a bad kid growing up, is what you said. So like, what kind of stuff did like you get into?
I got into everything. I was in the streets. I mean, I'm only gonna tell y'all so much because I don't go into details word for word on what I did, but I was in the streets. I did street things, hustled and everything, and got out the streets later on in life.
So would your parents give you everything that like you needed, but there were things you wanted? Was that what got you to jump out there early?
When you're young, the excitement of money when you was young, that's what makes you go. Because then you think you can get the things that you want. You don't look at the danger. You don't look at the guns, the shootings and all of that. You don't look at that. You never look at that type of stuff. But then when you get older and God lets you get older and you look back You know what I'm saying? I hear so many people say, why are you thanking God, or why are you doing this? All we want to hear about is this. No, I got to thank him. He's the one that's in control for me. You know, people ain't in control over me, and I don't let them be in control over me because I know who's waking me up every day. But that's what got me out there. It was excitement of money and wanting to be liked and stuff when you young and all of that because you didn't have it growing up.
So like, when did you get your strong presence of
I got you, Jason. We
church
got to
and
ask you a
God
question.
and things of that nature? Was it grandma? Was it mom? Was it dad? Like,
Say it one more time.
where'd you get like your basis for like religious beliefs?
Both. My dad but this was exciting because my dad was Baptist and my mom was apostolic. So he was getting the best of both worlds. You know, my dad going to Mount Calvary, my mom going to Christ Temple. So we got the best of both. And we had people praying and looking over us. And
So your parents went to separate churches?
they went to separate churches because that's what they did, you know, because they still loved each other, though. You didn't see them arguing. You didn't see them fighting each other. You just seen them taking care of us when we was growing up. I didn't have to go through that.
So, all right, I got a couple of things. Was there anything that happened in the streets that made you say, I'm cool? Or was it just a natural maturation that you just was just
Well,
done?
it's going to be kind of funny because my girlfriend, which is my wife today, was my girlfriend back then. And she used to say, you either need to pick the streets or us. And I was showing my love for my family to say that was my escape out. You know what I mean? I didn't really want to leave. But when you got to seeing people dying right there in front of your face, I lost a good friend, Elyon. He was in the streets. And when you start seeing that type of stuff, it started getting to you a little bit. And I used to always memorize these poems in my head that wanted me to get out the street. It's like they would just come to me. So I would run home and write it down when they come to my head.
Right.
So like your book, how you was able to write it?
Yeah.
Poems would come to my head like that. That
Right.
made me want to get out the streets.
We got a question from Facebook. Jason Shepard, what's up with it, Jay? It says, what's your perspective on the evil and very bad things happening to babies and children? It says like child tracking, being tortured and murdered even.
Oh, so traffic.
Oh, trafficking. Like trafficking, human
They
trafficking.
probably mean trafficking, but they
Yeah.
said tracking.
Tracking. Okay.
But
human
trafficking.
Well, mine's is on, the Lord gives you, in the very beginning, he said, come to me and I'll give you peace and an understanding. We never got that. In the Bible and all of these things, it's telling you that it's going to be bad towards the end, more worse than it ever was. Because when we was growing up, you didn't see a lot of this stuff going on. But what I look at as, these are people that's being who they are, like evil people. And it can be anybody. If you be around negativity long enough, it can become you. You know what I'm saying? It can become him. We'll say never, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? But my perspective on it, that's where prayer comes in at. I done seen a lot of people saved from them type of accidents than I did see as far as people coming up missing and all of that.
Yeah.
A lot of people have came up. Like the boys that wrecked yesterday. I seen a lot of people die from that.
Right.
But here I am present and get out and see them both walk out. Man, it was unbelievable. So it's going to always be bad because it's always going to be good. It's going to always be good and bad, good and evil. It's going to always be that. And I don't have no, telling him that I don't know the answers to everything, but the answers I always go to is prayer.
Man.
That's it. That's the only thing I can go to.
Man,
is
I
prayer.
like it. Man, bro, I can't, my observation, I want to go somewhere.
Go ahead.
I just, no, I mean, I guess I can just come with it now. Man, bro, I love the way that you keep redirecting us back to prayer as the foundation for whatever situation that we're throwing at you. You just say, well, you got to pray. And man, it's so cool, bro, because this reminds me of there's a story. There's a book
ahead.
called The Book
Run
of
it.
Barnabas, man. And the book of Barnabas has, I think it might even be maybe Elijah or Elisha, one of the two. And they kept talking about how he was giving away all of these possessions and doing so many different things. And they kept asking him why he did that. And they said, well, the book of Moses told me to. And so they said, why'd you do this? He said, the book of Moses told me to. He said, well, why you do that? He said, the book of Moses told me to.
So
he was just giving away. And it came down to the point they said, well, where's this book of Moses? He said, I gave it away. He said, why'd you do that? And what'd he say? The book of Moses told me to. And so what Daniel is giving us, man, is simplicity. Like, I told my woman this morning. I said, babe, the harder you try, the harder it becomes. Like, trying too hard is damn near the worst thing you can do to impede the progress of whatever it is that you want.
LeBron, for example.
You just
Him trying so hard to get that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, right.
Factor, but he would have even killed the whole thing. It wouldn't have been a big thing. Probably got it next year.
Right, but I think like being desperate for anything is what makes this thing elude you. Like too desperate. What Daniel is trying to tell us is that it's prayer, bro. Pray. You gotta try it. And like people look at prayer as some hocus pocus thing that really don't work, but it's just said tongue in cheek or something. But he's saying, nah, it works for real.
Those same people are charging up stones outside. Like
you have to pray, bro.
Listen.
Like you have to pray.
Prayer changes a lot of things.
Yeah.
And when you start putting it in your life, you start becoming a better person for you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't become a better person for the other person.
Yeah.
You become a better person for you. Because you would be about to do something bad. And for some reason, God say, nah, you won't even feel right. And you'll start moving to a different direction. That's where prayer comes in at.
Yeah.
It start changing you. Okay, real quick, because this is their podcast and I'm just on it. They got nice tables here, nice cameras and TVs. This place is nice. I love them. And check this out. The name of this is He Called Me. One day God called me and he did not use the phone. The ring that I heard rung throughout every home. I tried to ignore it, but the call was just for me. He said, get up, Daniel, and be the best man I want you to be. I said, you calling me God and it ain't my time yet? He said, Daniel, please be quiet and sit back and relax your chest. I just called to tell you that you're not a bad person. The thorns in my head just let me know that you was hurting. I said, you got to be the real God to tell me something like that. He said, take the cotton out your ears and put it in your mouth. No matter what nobody say or no matter what nobody do, I am the real God, and I'm the only one that can judge you. All along, God was telling me to be quiet and be still, and he got me. I would always overthink like I do today. I overthink. I try to do things. I try to please everybody. When all he want me to do is stay still and please him. Because if I please him, then I did my job. And that's what God wants me to do. He wants me to do his will so I can help others. Because if I don't do his will, I'm going to be selfish. And then I'm not going to help nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And that's what makes a person successful. It ain't money. It's not money. It's what you could do for others. Like he just said, why did you do that? Moses, the book of Moses told me to. And he kept saying, the book of Moses, God is telling me to do this.
Man.
Even when don't nobody understand, sometimes I don't even understand. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Right.
Why am I walking this way? Why am I going this way? You know, but he's showing me every day I wake up, you're going to help save somebody. Even if you only save one person, you did my work.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Man.
What we show these kids and everything. We got to get up and show them the right way. We can't be up there full tongue and cuss words because they'll grow up doing it the same way. But then they'll come back if they see you doing right. If they see you out here writing books and stuff, then your daughter will be sitting over there saying, well, I'll be like, Daddy, I want to write me a book. So you start putting ideals in their head.
Yeah.
But if you start putting the ideals in their head of them going in the wrong direction, they're going to do that too.
Yeah.
I want the best out of my daughter. I want the best out of my son. I want the best out of my wife. I want the best out of everybody that's come in contact with me, because that way they can save my child one day. If my child is going through something and I'm not there, somebody come along that knows the Lord or knows something positive, be in their ear. Because if someone come across some negative, they'll be in their ear. So you want the best for your children, because they really not your children. They're the Lord's. You're giving them back to him. They got to go back, whether they old or young. And then he said, why do people die young and all of that?
Yeah.
The Lord has the answers. Tell him to get closer to the Lord and he'll give it to him.
Well, he just responded and said, thank you, Brother Daniel, for answering my question. Prayer is the key. Much love, my brothers.
Tell him we love him.
Man.
And tell him get one of these shirts,
listening?
because the money goes back into prayed up and paid up. It don't go in my pocket.
Yeah.
It's just something that I want people to start doing, because when you get in a situation and I'm not there and he's not there, then you want prayer. You want to be able to pray instead of glasses flying, bullets flying, knives flying. Prayer changes everything.
Yeah.
It changes everything.
It does.
It changes me. Every day I get up, it changes me, because I want to be a better man every day I get up and speak life into people and not death. I don't want to speak death into no one.
Bro, is there any particular way that you should not pray? Because I have heard, you shouldn't pray for material things, or you shouldn't pray for money.
Well,
Is it okay? Is it okay to pray for money and abundance and the things that you truly want in your heart, or should you keep prayer just something like unseen things like
my
just
pastor,
health
my
and
pastor,
so on
my
and so
pastor
forth?
ain't here. My pastor ain't here, but
Yeah.
I may not answer it the way he would, but I look at my pastor because he's a true man of God. I've been watching him for years, even as my uncle. And I watch him. I watch him and other people. That's why I said I didn't want to name no names.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to ever in life, follow the wrong person. Because if you start following the wrong person, the wrong people in life, you can become them. I wanted to be a better person. So when you say what you shouldn't pray for or what you should pray for, you can pray all you want for $1 million or $1 billion. If God sees it's not fit for you to have right then and there, he's not going to give it to you. So you'll go out here and you'll start doing it your way and do it anyway. And then thinking you get it, and then you do get it, but you wish you never had it, because it can destroy you. See, money can be good to destroy you or to help you. And that's what money is. A lot of people want money so bad, they want to do the wrong things with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One thing you never want to do is to ever want money. And God had to send me through these trials, because if I would have had the money I got now back then, I'd have been out here cutting up, probably dead or in jail. But the Lord is the one that helps you to guide with the money and all of that, and then be like, well, going to church is boring. Going to church, you got to sit up there and dress like
You're
this.
in prison, that's
You know what
way
I'm saying?
more boring.
Exactly. Prison. I done been to jail before over little minor misdemeanor things that I shouldn't have never been doing. But you don't never want to ever put yourself in a predicament where you actually want to use money as your front. Because money is a good thing to a certain extent, but it can be the thing that's the very thing that can kill you. Put your money up. I tell my children, my daughter all the time, save your money. I tell my son, save your money. I tell my wife, put your money up. Put it up, because something bad gonna happen whether we want it to or not. Like car insurance. You don't look to get in an accident, but an accident is gonna come one day. It's going to come. So when that accident come, you prepared for it. Instead of having, and I'm not knocking the people that do, so don't get this twisted, GoFundMe's and I need money to bury my child. And I used to get mad at my wife because she said she had took out a policy on me years ago. And I'm like, why you do that? But I'm so dumb in the head that she don't want to struggle.
Yeah, I got a life insurance.
You know what I'm saying? She been having insurance and all of that back then. And like I said, I'm that type of person now where I want to see people win. I'm not a hater. I want to be a person that sees people win, because you never know who might bless you off of their blessings. You know what I'm saying? Right. They can give you stuff, but know what to do with it when they give it to you.
So I'll ask you a question. So like, what's one of the, like, your childhood interests that led into who you are today?
When you say childhood, like who I am right now?
Yeah. We're all just byproducts of who we were previously to this day. So like, what's some of your childhood interests that like you found interesting that you now do today?
The houses that I do. I mean, that's. I didn't ever go to school for it. I didn't have to. It's like it was a gift from my dad. You know what I'm saying? Which was a gift from God. And everybody keeps saying that it's a gift. Whenever he gives you a gift, you run with it. And I used to be so excited that I left the streets and had a talent to fall back on. I didn't have to go get a 9-to-5. And I'm gonna put this on here now, and y'all can go back and rewind it. I never had a 9-to-5 in my life. I never had a 9-to-5. All my money came from when I was running the streets and then got out. And then I got up, and a gentleman by the name of Lemuel Jacobson, Vincent Harris, Murphy, Charles Murphy, all of them started showing me these houses and stuff. And I was real good at it anyway. And then they made me better. And I never looked back. I just started fixing them up, buying them, selling them, renting them. And it's something fun. And you get to help people along the way. You know, that's what I'm doing now. And I love it. I ain't gonna go selling everything, but like I said, money don't make you though. You can have money.
The thing about it is, like, you never, any of the street money, like that all got
that money was dead. That money was dead. That money didn't ever roll over with me because I didn't have none. I didn't have none. That's what made me to go. When I said work for a 9-to-5, I worked for Charles Murphy, but it wasn't a 9-to-5. I went and worked for him, New Beginning Construction. It wasn't a 9-to-5. He kept saying, I ain't gonna be able to pay you like the money you was getting in the streets. And I'm like, well, I ain't got none.
Exactly.
So anything gonna count right now.
Right.
So I bought a bucket with one tool in it, and he could tell you, he opened us all 10 of us an account with $50 at Provident Bank. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Provident Bank used to be what? National City. And then National City became what? PNC.
Okay.
Okay. But Provident Bank, he said, Daniel is the only one that still have his 50 enrolled in that from day one.
That is cool, bro.
And it's so cool. And I left it there because I wanted to remember where I came from, no matter where I went in life. And I still ain't succeed. I mean, I haven't went to where I want to go yet. Right. And I'm still going to get there because God going to help me to get there. You know, and he don't want nobody to stop me. So if people think that I'm doing this to be seen on a lot of this work and the dump trucks and all of this stuff and the things I'm doing and prayed up and paid up, no, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that when you got goals and dreams, you want to conquer them before you die.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit back and think I got time, because one thing we don't have is time. Right. Time got us.
Outside of praying, something else that I see that you did when you're talking about like this change in your life is the law of sacrifice, and it's sacrificing what you like to get what you love. Mm-hmm. And it's to stop doing this and that in order to actually do something that you love, which is having a life that's blessed by the Most High instead of a life blessed by the devil.
Don't think it don't go through my head. Now, I ain't sit up here saying I'm holier than thou. Right. Things go through my head that I want to go do, but then I say, no, that ain't the best thing to do. Right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I got and it's people that's watching me that look up to me, that's older than me, that got more than me. They watching me. They want me to be in their life. If you got a friend that's doing something and they ain't got no business doing it, but they watching you and then they change their life, they feel like they owe you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Just keep inspiring me. When you see me tilting a little bit, straighten me up.
Right.
You need people like that.
Right.
Because you can tilt a little bit and nobody there, you're going to keep tilting, then you're going to fall over.
Yeah.
But I'm going straight to my knees and pray. I got to pray because I'm like, I don't want to stay here.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to share with y'all real quick, because I don't know how long the podcast is or whatever, but when and this is kind of emotional because when I was younger and I was transitioning and he kept asking me that question and I was trying to avoid it, I had a dream that I was behind this hot glass. And the more I touched the glass, the hotter it got. And there was two men standing on the other side talking. And one of them said to the other one, he said, give me Daniel and I'll give you these two. And the man kept refusing, like, nah, you can't have him. You can't have him. And the other man said, I'm going to give you these two people. You give me that one. And he said, you going to give me both? And he said, yes. He said, go ahead. As I was walking from behind this hot glass, he said, you'll be back. And I said, no, I won't. And then I kept walking towards the man. I couldn't see him that good. But then he said to the other man, he said to him, he won't be back. And the man said, yes, he will. And then he said, no, I won't. No, he won't.
That's hard.
He said, I'll let him die first before he come back to you.
Yeah.
So I'm dying like this. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I can't go back. I can't go back to being who I used to be. I can't go back being that person, that evil person from hurt and build up.
Man,
No.
I love it, bro.
Y'all get y'all
I
some
love it,
tissue.
man. You a real man, bro. That's a real
Well,
man, bro.
Man, listen, man, here on the Legendary People podcast, that thing called the Butterfly
You know
Effect, either something you said in the
Love
course of
it,
the interview or something I found in the course of my research, I found to be truly profound and amazing. Man, just hearing, you know, you having this highway that, I mean, of course it's not a highway to like get you out of anything, but having a resource for anything, right? Like for instance, if there's a fire in here and we got a fire escape plan in place, we should all survive.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you having, your fire escape plan is pray through this. And even when you said it to me at first, I didn't even receive it. I had to hear you say it. Those many times you said it, because sometimes I take somebody like you that's gonna say it so many times that it's gonna happen. Like I remember before I started trading stocks, someone told me stock this, stock this, stock that. It took everybody in the world telling me that before I even jumped in there. And then when you told me about the situation with me and my child's mom, I'm thinking, pray about it. But I'm like, that's how you get God to start whispering to her.
That's
right?
it. That's
if
it.
you can't hear from me, obviously I'm not the man, you know what I'm saying, put it in there. But also
That's
one
it.
thing I want to say
That's
is,
it.
you know what I'm saying, I always draw parallels with people's lives, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying, with your dad being a constructor, a contractor. You turned to a contractor, you know what I'm saying, with a super dope. One of the funniest things I saw, you said, you're going to make a stupid university clothing line, and he said he hope no one buys it. Right. But the dopest thing also is, I mean, like, for you to talk about that story of you being behind that glass, right? And there's two people on the opposite side of that glass. In my head, I thought of prison, right? Because that's the closest thing to hell on earth to me. And the fact is, like, you taking your life to even not only be an example for yourself, but be one for others, but not to mention you reach it back and you help people on the other side of that glass. So you actually got out of there. You probably went back and saved those two brothers also.
Oh, he said he'd come back to get them. The Lord gonna come back and get them. It ain't even for me to get them, because I'm not gonna be able to do what he does. And everybody don't want to put that faith in him, because we've been doing things for ourselves for so long that we don't never know. Like, we don't get to see God. He ain't real. Well, you wake up every day not thanking the Lord up above for the air you breathe, and you not seen it once. You ain't seen the air you breathe. The air you breathe every day, you take it for granted, as if you're going to have it every day. One day you're not. There's going to be people looking over you and saying, look, and they only there just to see who's there, because you don't know they there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what people fail to realize is, you want genuine, lovable people around you that's going to show you in the right direction. You don't want nobody showing you things that's going to help you to have a heart attack, die soon. I got work to do. And that's how I look at it. Every day I get up, I got work to do. I can't sit down and play all the time. Now, I do get to have fun. And that's what people be always saying. Oh, you boring. You boring. People will say that to you. Well, hold on. Wait. But people say you're boring when you move a certain way and you're not moving like them. The crowd may be going that way and you going this way, so that makes you boring. But I'm just gonna say a little joke, and this is a joke, so I want y'all to take this serious. PNC, Huntington, Right Pat, they don't think I'm boring.
Say that. Shout out to Nikki Seriously, man. Shout out to Nikki Seriously.
That's a joke. So I'm just putting that out there, like, be prepared for the worst at all times, because everybody's not going to move like you. Continue to love your family. Continue to show them the right way. Continue to do the things that God put in your heart to do. If that woman don't like it, if that son don't like it, if that daughter don't like it, if don't nobody like it, my job is to show them tough love, because I truly love them. That's tough love. But you must show them the right way, whether they like it or not. I must show them. This is who I am. This is who God designed me to be. I don't have to lie to kick it. Simple as that.
And listen, I'll ask you one more question before you leave, right? So here on the Legendary People podcast, we're actually saving up for a time machine, right? And so when we get a time machine, right, you'll be able to go back in time, right? So let's say you go back to that time where you're going back to where you saw the house fire and stuff like that, and you see yourself sitting there looking at the house fire burning up. What would you whisper to yourself in that moment?
I wouldn't whisper nothing to me. Oh, you saying if I get to see me back when I was young?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I could whisper anything to me when I was young?
Yep.
Yeah.
I never thought of nothing like that. But if I would got to whisper something to me when I was young and say, can I be jokeable or do I have to be serious?
I know you're going to think
Be yourself. Be yourself, man.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
I mean, be joke, man.
Well,
Like
you know,
your-
we
your
joke, and
real
I
self,
joke a
yeah.
lot. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
tell you I joke a lot. But if I could whisper to me and tell me when I was young, anything, just hang on. You're going to be all right when you get older. I would tell me that. I would tell me that. I say, hang on. You're going to be all right when you get older. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
That would be what I tell the little me. Now that I tell me the person that I am now, I am all right. Because it could be worse. And my pastor say this so y'all can understand. And I'm going to get this to everybody because my pastor said this. And the only reason I'm saying this is because it made sense. Whenever you think you're doing real bad, think about the man, the woman, and the child that was at the cabin. And the man left to go do something. And the bear came and mauled the lady and the baby. How would you feel to come back and see your family mauled to death? Well, you get to go home every day and see your wife sitting in there reading or see your daughter in there cooking or anything. You got it good.
Right.
You got it real good.
And another story also is this, man. If you ever are feeling that same type of way, remember Stevie Wonder got kids for 25 years and he ain't never seen his kids once.
And that ain't funny. That's the truth. He never seen them not one time. See, he's stupid. Hey, listen. I'm not listening.
Stevie Wonder ain't never seen his kids,
not
man.
one time, but he love them.
He love him
He
to
love
death.
him to death.
If you ever having a bad
You know what I'm
day,
saying? Remember that. You get to see.
Allegedly.
And a lot of people done went through a lot in life and still got life. Just trust God and pray. I say that, and you stupid anyway.
ball.
Because listen, one thing I like being serious a lot because I hate making mistakes. I hate making them. When I make them, I feel real, real bad. Put it this way. I used to cut up in the clubs and go back the next day and pay them for the cleanup. I used to do that when I was young. At Spunky's and all them places where I tear up something, I go back the next day and pay them. That's just how I was. I didn't never have to go back and give them nothing, but that was just me at the Roosters or anywhere. I look back on that stuff and I say, did I do that? But I did. Did I do that? Did I do that? Because everybody needs a way out. A lot of people are hurting. When they see this podcast and some of the things we saying on here, it's going to help somebody's life. For sure. It's going to help them and it's going to make them be grateful for the things that they have. And it may stir, they kids may see it and they go in the right direction. But I want us to have the best. I want everybody to have the best. I ain't jealous of no one. If I see a car riding down the street that's sharp, and I ain't got it, I say, bingo.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Back in the day.
Bingo.
Yeah,
That's mine.
yeah, it's hard.
That's mine's anyway.
Yeah.
That's mine's anyway because with your Father in heaven, He'll give you all of that and then some. You wouldn't even want it. You wouldn't even want it, but you can go get it. And that's what God does for people. You know, even if you didn't have it as a child, the last will be first and the first will be last.
Like the X6 that you got wiped, you know what I'm saying? Say some light.
Listen. I'm listening to him because he say some things that I don't even be. He say jokeable things, but you pray for folks. If you're going through something at home, I don't care if you're going through a storm, keep going.
Sure.
Keep going. Just don't stand still. Because if you keep going, then you got a way out of it. But if you stand still, you're standing in the midst of it.
Yeah.
You think you're okay, but the tornado is hovering around you and you're looking up and it's around you. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. God got you. He gonna take care of you. I don't care what you do in life. You can drink, you can smoke, you can do all of them things. Just know that God got you. Because if he held you this long, you all right. Millions didn't make it, but y'all one of the ones who did.
That's all. So also, man, like drop your social media, how people can get some of this fly merch that we got on right now.
Well, if you go to payedup.store, not .com, none of that stuff. .store, like shopping. payedup.store. You can get all the fly gear, gym shoes, bags, anything. It's all on there. It's all on there. It's and Paid Up is for everybody. Everybody, get it? Everybody. It's for everybody. And that's the honest to God truth. Continue to lift people up. Support this man. T-Shirt King got it going on. I'm telling you, it's something fun. Now he's having something at the Schuster Center. We used
April 19th.
April 19th. Yeah. And I said, I gotta go.
Man.
I gotta go just to support him because one thing that I ain't supposed to say nothing. They say, don't never tell nobody before it happened. But he's going to help me to write my book.
That's good.
My book is going to be amazing. Because just looking at parts and bits in his story, you got to get the book. It's amazing. It's just I teared up just in the first part, just some of the things he said in the beginning. And I'm telling y'all got to get the book. He'll tell y'all how y'all can get the book. I got mines. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah, man, the book, man. Thank you for that, though. For real, Daniel. And that means a lot coming from you, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Just how you represented yourself today. You know, my observation, I love how you defer to your uncle, man, as just a for real man of God, you know. But let me tell you, bro, like, you are that too to us.
For sure.
And man,
for sure, bro.
Anything that's gonna help you.
The way that you got that foundation of prayer, bro, it needs to be reinforced or reiterated is the word that I'm looking for. The power of prayer needs to be reiterated and given to people in so much that we just answer all of their questions as to why, what, and how with prayer. Because, man, it really does, bro. Like, everything that I got, that I've ever gotten, has only came from the materialization of a prayer, the manifestation of a prayer that I've said. Seriously. And so, man, it was just so cool to hear somebody who is like an advocate for that, maybe even more than me, because I've never expressed the formula to win with prayer like you did today.
Right.
But, man, it's so key. And, man, I just appreciate you for coming and dropping them jewels on everybody. Like, bro,
I'm glad y'all repping them shirts. I come walking in and y'all got them on. I'm like, man, y'all fly, man.
We got to.
Y'all fly.
The game that you gave us today, bro, couldn't be matched, man, because you really gave a success formula for everybody to be able to get out and just, you know what I'm saying, get out the slump and do whatever it is that they trying to do. So, man, I appreciate that.
But I got something for you, too. I didn't ever give you none. Listen.
Oh. That's a banger.
Yeah, it's hard, ain't it, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little boy
Hey.
Jimmy.
I got your
R&B
first joint
Chew.
too, look.
R&B and
I
Chew.
got his first joint too, though.
Bro, that's my nephew, Maury, man. It's
I
his
know.
birthday,
I know.
bro. It's his
He know me.
birthday,
He said, I
baby.
know OG because he know me.
He be
Yeah.
on his bike cutting up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got your first one too, man. I got your first one too.
Oh, man, you didn't let them see that?
Oh,
Turn that around. You better let them see that, man.
All right, here.
You
Put
gotta
it.
give him a little
You
bit
in the
of that.
Sony shot. Let me see.
You got to let them see that.
I'm gonna send it to you to put it on screen real quick.
Okay.
You got to see this before we go.
Yeah,
Man, I really enjoy being here with y'all, man. And Peanut, you good peoples, man.
come on,
And I
that's
always
love.
knew he was good peoples from day one, man. And God been blessing him, man. And every time I see him, I said, he's going up, and he's going up, and he's going to have to sprinkle stuff for people. So just be ready, y'all. Stay on his side now. He gonna look out for
There
y'all.
we go. Y'all got that?
Hey, let
got
them
the
see
first
I'm
look?
damn. I do comedy and I love cracking jokes, but let
Yeah,
them.
man. Because people got to
Turn it up and
He's
let
not
him play
always
it.
super serious, y'all.
I'm not always super serious, and I love
Yeah.
having fun, and I love making my family
Yeah.
laugh. But the prayed up and paid up cookies, you see
Hold on.
them.
Hold on.
You have to hit
Hold
the
on, let me-
volume on it.
I got you. Here, let me.
You ever seen this?
Nope.
Okay.
Here, hold on. But I gotta
You
put.
silly. I don't believe you seen that. But look,
Yeah, bro.
it's something
I do my
funny, y'all.
research,
It's something
man.
funny. And he did some research. He had to dig to get this one because the prayed up and paid up cookies, you know what I'm saying? Don't eat Oreos, eat the P&P cookies. You know what I'm saying? But he got this on here. This is
I
funny.
got to.
Look at this, y'all. Oh, man, this is funny.
The X, right? Yeah, there you go.
Look at this, y'all, man. This is
Okay,
silly.
here we
Here we
go.
go. Here we go.
See, I'm prayed up and paid up. Yes, I'm prayed up and paid up. Yes, I am.
Listen to
I'm
him.
prayed up and paid up. Look at me. I'm prayed up and paid
Look
up.
at me.
Check him out. Listen.
See, I rock the waves. Y'all like them curls. I got a wife. I don't want you, girl. I'm prayed up and paid up. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
my God. You stupid.
Bruh,
You stupid.
bruh.
Listen.
Bro,
Why you take it off, man? Because you know what?
bro, he
Came
pulled
off.
out the air joint and everything,
Oh.
bro.
Hold on.
Because a lot of people fake. You drive a bucky car. I drive a straight A. I'm
Prayed
prayed
up
up
and
and
paid up. Mhm.
I'm prayed up.
You talking
and
to
paid up.
Curly.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
yeah, we got to color now. I lost it, bro.
Check it out. I'm prayed up and paid up.
I was thinking of this as I was going.
Check it out.
I made this up.
See, to
freaked out.
catch up with me, you got to keep working your job.
Listen.
You put your trust in man. I put
Well, my trust in
God.
God. Hey, that was hard.
I made it up as I going. I made it up as I was going. Look, I'm trying to think of something.
Look at that.
I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of something. Look, I'm trying to think of something now as we speak. Look, I don't know what to say next, so I'm trying to think of something.
See, when I run the race, I'm the one that carry the torch. See, you can't catch up with me. You can't even leave off the porch.
Now, you see what I'm doing? Now, the next one is the funniest one.
Because
y'all gonna remember this. See, what we going to teach the
Teach the
kids?
kids, right. We got to stay prayed up and paid up.
You ain't never seen this? Listen, I'm thinking of something. Check it out.
See, it ain't good to drink. It ain't good to take pills. I ain't worried about my money. You worried about your DP&L. Yeah, I'm prayed up.
You ain't never seen this.
Nope, I never seen this.
This is too much.
I'm prayed up and
Look.
paid up. Let me fix that back too.
And I got the wig on wrong. Here it comes. I'm thinking of something.
Stay right there. I'm prayed up and
Stay
paid
right
up.
there.
See, I'm trying to think of something as I go.
I'm prayed up and paid up.
See, I already remember prayed up and paid up.
Yeah.
I'm prayed
Now
up.
I'm thinking something to rhyme.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
I'm prayed up and
Here
paid
it
up.
comes. Check it out.
See, I know that I can, and I know that you can't. You keep your money in a shoebox. I keep mine in the bag. I get prayed up and paid up. They said prayed up and paid up. They just call me PNP for the reason. They call me PNP, prayed up and paid up. See what I'm saying? But I want everybody out there in La La Land to get hip. You know what I'm saying?
And la la
Yeah.
land.
See, when I carry my money, You carry your rubber band.
Here you go.
See, you going to Fantasy Farm. I'm going to Kings Island.
Do you remember Fantasy Farm?
Yes. Yes.
Peanut, do you remember it though?
It was like right down the street before, right from Kings Island. It was the little boy shit by Americana.
Yeah.
The time that I start. You keep running the streets. I don't come out when it's dark.
He going in, bro.
Yeah. Prayed up and paid up.
I don't come out when it's dark.
I'm prayed up and paid up. Yes, I am.
Listen.
So everybody out there, it's time for y'all to get prayed up and paid up. Don't just call on God when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Call him before you get in trouble. That way he got your back. You know what I mean? And if you keep calling on him and keep calling on him and you think he ain't answering, he'll answer. I promise you he will. Stay prayed up so you can stay paid up.
That was about 3 years ago, man.
That's
That was
hard.
cool,
That
though.
was
That
hard.
was cool. I'm glad you thought of
Come
that
on,
one because
man.
you know what? Everything we just talked about today, it makes me think back of when I made that and how God just been working and manifesting and doing things. And it ain't nobody but God. Like I said, I didn't name a lot of names, but it's a lot of mentors I got in my life. Mentors, and that's Vincent Harris, Lemuel Jacobson, my pastor, Joe Petaway, Steve Saucer, all of these guys, you know, I get to talk to them. My brother Willie is really one of them, and I never got to mention him, but my brother Willie, he stayed in my life, even when I was younger, saying different things. But these are all mentors in my life that helped me to get to where I'm at today. And I want to keep growing. I ain't through.
That's love.
I'm not.
You want to pay some bills?
Man, hey, you ain't cool if you don't go to that school. What school is that?
Horizon
Science Academy, Dayton High School,
That's
man.
slick.
Hey, man,
That's slick.
the realest.
On God.
Man, sat in class with the principal today, bro. And just chopping it up, just seeing how he just interacts with his students, man. It's a place of love, bro. For
It
real.
is.
For sure.
Man, go over there, man, and check it out, man. Redskyebulls,
Redskyebulls.
Karmel Day Spa, and my boy Ben Swift, attorney at law, man. Man, they checking in that cheese to make a very special night at the Schuster Center,
Pastor
man.
Pete, Taco Street. Pastor Pete and Taco Street.
Pastor Pete, man, Taco Street, man. They another one, bro. My boy Chan is doing some real stuff, bro. We gonna feed feed everybody at the Schuster Center, bro. You got Owens Entertainment, I got Agnes All Natural Grill, but Taco Street.
Oh, you talking about my boy Tommy?
Yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
is my dude. I be sending you little messages out, man. Because when you're in the spotlight, you got to stay strong. A lot of people don't get to see the behind the scenes. That's my boy.
Yeah.
I always send him something out to stay prayed up. I got to get him a shirt too.
Yeah,
I
for
got
sure.
to get him a shirt.
Yep, man.
And
Shout out to
Ebony
T.O. And Ebony Vacations, man. They really lit. They just coming back from Egypt. We made some sweet shirts for them, man. It's got the
Egypt?
yeah, man. Ebony, her name is Cher, man, and she owns a vacation travel club, and she books trips all over the country, bro. And I mean all over the world. I'm sorry. She books.
Egypt though?
Yeah, she went to Egypt, and we took. We made her some shirts with the Sphinx on it, with the pyramid in the background.
What?
And this is like her second or third trip to Egypt that we've made shirts for
wanna
sure.
go to Egypt.
But she goes everywhere. She goes everywhere. Seriously, man. She is
That
like
is sweet.
really major, man. Ebony Vacations. And then I also got Dr. Pittman and Lake Pittman.
Shout out to Lake.
Man, they
Dr.
just
Pittman.
now came in as a sponsor. They're gonna help sponsor the event. But my bro does he does like dialysis, or what's it called? The places where it's dialysis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So, but he does what is it? I don't want to make a mistake and say the wrong thing, but it's
He works in there?
no, he does. It's not kidney function. It's I'll come back to it. But Dr. Isaiah Pittman.
Dr. Isaiah Pittman.
He is a world-class, most brilliant person that I've had on the podcast. Man, this dude is just talking to him. You like,
It's amazing.
oh man,
Almost like talking to Dr. Miles Monroe.
man, this brother is. I give him the GOAT, man. He's taking pictures with Barack Obama, and he was at Chicago State when Barack Obama was there.
That's cool.
And he just is. I don't want to be messing up saying the wrong thing, but the long story short,
he treats diabetes.
He treats diabetes. There you go, Pete. That's the word I was looking for.
That's cool.
But nah, he's brilliant. He's a brilliant bro, and man, he's sponsoring the podcast, man.
He's saving lives, though.
Yes, man. Shout out to Lake, man, because Lake makes a lot of cool stuff happen. That's my birthday twin, and sister's birthday twin.
When y'all birthday?
August the 7th.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
There it is.
And Lake bought the first book from me. As soon as I put it up for pre-sale, she bought the very first book.
Okay.
And yeah, man, she like
that's gonna be love.
Yeah, she just like a man, great person, man. And her and Dr. Pittman
about
is
my
living their
book,
best
though.
life right now.
My book, I love his book, but
they sponsor
boy,
the
my
show.
book gonna be crazy.
Thunder.
It's
Thunder. And man, you know, man, the good thing about bro, you coming in and writing your book with us is that, man, I've already found out so many key things in order to make it smooth for you.
Smooth transition for you.
Just a you know what I'm saying, like a
he already had to go bouncing off the wall to get to where we at. So
man, Walmart, your book will be in Walmart and Barnes and Nobles and every place where my book is. Man, my book is eligible for the library. I got a Library of Congress number. Libraries all over the country, man.
You dreaming and you have goals, and they get to come, and you got to do something in life before you leave up out of here. Besides, do the same thing. I said me. I ain't talking about nobody else. I said I didn't want to party all my life. I didn't want to do them things. I want to be able to travel.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to make a difference in somebody's life. You know what I mean? A young child, and tell them, look, you can do this.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Man, hey, official network and chill every Mondays. Sell Stocks Not Dope on Sundays. T-Shirt Kings, Go For Your Mouth, Legendary People Podcast, and Camera King Studios, man. Make sure y'all come out and check out all the different things that we doing. We at 4301 North Main Street.
For sure.
And we're going to continue to get it popping. Man, prayed up and paid up, man.
There it is.
Prayed up and paid up, bro.
For sure.
It's the recipe for success, man. Simple formula, man. Daniel, man, we love you, bro.
Hey, I thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for blessing us, bro.
Man. And this guy,
boy,
he's wonderful, man. He's funny. Stevie Wonder ain't going to never leave off my mind. Man, I crack jokes, but that got it. That got it. And I said he crazy. But y'all have a blessed one, man, and put God first in everything you do.
That's perfect. Legendary People Podcast, Legendary People, Legendary Stories. I'll buy what your guns sound like. What your guns sound like?
They outside.
Mine sound like. They got that solid sound. You can't hear nothing.
That's sweet. All right, man. Love everybody.